Brannon, welcome back. New season, obviously back in the Eastern Prem. I suppose just to sort of start off with, just talk us a little bit through how the sort of pre-season started so far, perhaps the sort of off-season for yourself as well, and I suppose your thoughts as we sort of get closer to that first game at Potter's Bar.
Yeah, it's exciting to be back. Hell of a season last year. Pre-season been really good, really positive. First session all the way through to now has been really bouncing. Lucky enough to have a lot of players to stick around, and the tempo and the fluidity has started really well through pre-season. Lovely off-season, always nice to relax, especially after the way we finished the season. But back here, back to go to work.
Absolutely. And, just sort of looking back to last season, we're in a quite unique position because, we finished the season on such a high, obviously the final was Sitting Bull, and then that was it as far as our football were concerned. And that's how a lot of the boys, left the football, to come, obviously, let's say first session back. That was, from such a high to them returning there, that must sort of give, yourself and your teammates sort of a bit of an advantage coming into that sort of setup. Everyone's so positive, everyone's raring to go for this new season.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the first session back, the excitement to see each other was really good. And then, like I say, going straight back onto the training pitch and pretty much starting where we left off, getting the new faces in, getting them in and around the group really quickly, and just then joining in and fitting in so well has been really positive as well. And, we really can't wait to get going.
Absolutely. And just sort of finally back on last season, from a personal perspective from you as well, top goal scorer for the club, obviously captain, led us to promotion, team of the season for the league as well. Just obviously you've been around many years, you're very experienced, but, just from a personal point of view, was that probably one of your best, personal seasons on the pitch?
Yeah, it was an exceptional season for myself. Bit frustrating at times. There was games where I didn't play as much as I thought I was going to, but I had to trust the process, trust what the management wanted. And I was just fortunate enough to chip away with goals and get the team in the right positions in games. And yeah, to finish the season by winning the playoffs was excellent. And how I made team of the year, I don't know. But I must have done something correct in other managers' eyes. So, but yeah, really positive season for myself.
Absolutely. And obviously just sort of looking ahead now to the new season, with the sort of club and the team that we've got, yourself and a few others bring the sort of experience and leadership, but a lot of the other boys are sort of, quite new to the game still, quite sort of finding their feet, especially now we're in a new league. Perhaps a lot of these boys won't have played at Eastern Prem level before. You're one of the few that has. Do you think yourself and perhaps the other sort of experienced heads in the team can really be a driving force again this season as we, everyone's getting back to harder teams, further away trips potentially, that sort of thing? Is that sort of leadership that you're going to hopefully still bring to the team?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's really important that we guide the youngsters through this season. The good thing about younger players is they have no fear, so they will take it as who's Beckenham, Billericay, who are they? Like, they won't even know where they are, and they will play with no fear. And that's the brilliant part of youngsters. I think we will just need to guide them in certain parts of the game and manage the games to ensure that we get across the line, and with points, especially away from home, they're going to be big. Because we know when we come back here, we've got the guys around the pitch, all the fans, everything going in our favour. So it's really important that we do big things away from home, and then we know things will roll here.
Absolutely. Obviously, you touch on there, sort of away from home to start the season, as we all know. But hopefully, back here, back sort of playing games in September. Obviously, from a leader's point of view, from the captain's point of view, how excited are you to be back here towards the start of September? Leading the boys out again. All the pitch work's hopefully done. New 3G, new facilities basically here. How excited is that for you personally as well?
Yeah, really excitable. We spoke earlier about going from playoffs, nothing, coming back to pre-season. The fact that we've got a whole new ground to come back to is just so exciting. A lot of clubs don't even have their own grounds to come back to. So for us to come here tonight and see the work that's being done is phenomenal. And, it's going to be breathtaking by the first game when we first walk out on it. I believe that the pitch is going to suit us really well. And hopefully we can get going straight away on I think it's the 8th of September, hopefully.
Absolutely, yeah. And just, finally looking ahead to the season, Potter's Bar, we start off when we now know sort of fixtures are out. I suppose just in terms of, you and yourself, now I know sort of you and the sort of senior boys, and I won't put too much, pressure in terms of, targets and aims and things like that. But, how far do you think we can go this season, sort of first season back? Because quite often a newly promoted team, their first thing to do is just to make sure they don't, sort of slip into a sort of low end of the table. But do you think with the group we've got, the squad we've got, like we said, how successful it was last year, pretty much a similar type of group, are we sort of, looking ahead a little bit towards the sort of, higher end of the table, perhaps than just sort of looking over our shoulder?
Yeah, I'd like to think so. I think having so many of the players from last year is a head start ahead of a lot of teams that have come down, that would have lost a lot of players, that have got the other clubs that have gone up, and just general clubs in that league that would have lost a lot of players. The fact we've got the camaraderie of last year's group is really going to put us in favours, and I do think we're going to do really well. Our style of play will not suit a lot of teams that are going to be more physical, aggressive, that can't get around the pitch because they're more experienced, older heads. If we can move the opposition quickly and do the things that we can do correctly, I do believe we'll pick up a lot of points. And I generally think that we've got a great management team that can guide us in certain environments that will be able to put us in the positive mindset going into games.
Absolutely. Well, obviously, everyone's really excited for the season ahead. You start off at Potter's Bar, but everyone can't wait to be back. Shaping up to be a really, really good season. You're obviously the leader of it. So we're looking forward to all the season ahead. Good luck for the rest of it.
Thank you, Jack.